Hello and welcome to another session of Therapy and Panels. For this year's Christmas, Tony Stark is going to be having a quite interesting year, for he will be facing a Grinch that will try to make this year's Christmas parties very unmerry. Will Tony be able to take down this villain and make sure everyone has a very Merry Christmas? Well, let's suit up as we dig into Iron Man number 254. This is an interesting cover with Santa Claus blasting Iron Man attempting to unalive the Armored Avenger. Maybe with all the naughty stuff Tony has done in his life, Santa has decided coal isn't a good enough punishment for him this year. We begin our story with Iron Man invading a warehouse said to be the location of the new head of the Maja, the new Madame Mask. He is locating her due to past stories involving the murder of Whitney Frost, who was someone Tony cared for dearly. He manages to take care of all the goons, but besides discovering the warehouse, he was unable to locate Madame Mask even when trying to interrogate one of the goons. He forgot to say please. Meanwhile, somewhere in California, it seems that Taskmaster is running some tests on new candidates for a soon-to-be-revealed role. However, it would appear the way Taskmaster grades his students is on how well they cheat during the tests. And one very weird thing to me with this testing is how Taskmaster the whole time has been numbering the candidates with how well they have performed. But the thing is, the final test is just going to be a big death battle royale, so even then the last guy standing just pulled a bunch of dirty moves. I mean, seriously, what was the point of the numbering system? Anyway, the last man standing is granted the new title of the Spy Master role and the right-hand man to Justin Hammer and his organization. However, even after claiming his prize, Taskmaster has one final test for him. During this time, Tony has been preparing for the annual Christmas charity party for the orphans, but he is also getting a hard time from his second-in-command, Marcy Pearson, about company matters. Every party needs a pooper, that's why they call on you party pooper, party pooper. We cut to a later time at the Christmas party, where it seems that for being such a successful candidate for Taskmaster, the so-called Spy Master is such a terrible person at doing disguises that children are able to point him out when he tries to sneak into the place dressed as Santa Claus. So the dude decides to try to use one of the children as hostage, but is quickly stopped by Iron Man as the two begin to fight. But old Shellhead is also just worried about the possibility of civilian casualties. Will Iron Man be able to stop this Spy Master? What is it that this Spy Master is even looking for? Will Tony be able to make sure everyone has a very Merry Christmas? I'll leave that up to you to locate either digitally or if you can find a copy of it physically at your local bookstore, even better. But for my final diagnosis, this is just okay. The art by Bob Layton is always pretty good, so there's no real complaints or anything with that nature. My thing is more in the story. I kind of wish we had a bit more on the Christmas stuff, and without giving too much away, because I would like to have you guys figure out how the rest of this ends, but I wish we had a bit more of a reasoning for what it is that Spy Master came to obtain. But overall, this is a decent story. Even though there's not much Christmas stuff for a Christmas comic. And that is the end of today's session of Therapy and Panels. I'd like to thank you all for attending another video session. If you all liked the video, I'd appreciate it if you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'm the Super Guru, signing off.